Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video and hope you guys are doing well today. I want to do a video talking around PvP in Wrath of Lich King, why it's been awful and just how it can be fixed. So PvP in Wrath has been entirely ignored by Blizzard. From bug abusing Wintergrass early expansion to get a full set of honor gear in a day, to openly abusing scripts in BGs and arenas, Blizzard seem to have completely forgot that PvP is a part of their game, and it's quite frustrating. Things like bugs, they happen. The Wintergrass bug lasted way too long, but ultimately it was of little consequence. It's not like anyone got gear that they couldn't have got anyway with a little bit more grinding. It was only honor gear that was available from grinding Wintergrass. In fact, people having more PvP gear might have been a factor to getting people into trying PvP. If you have the gear, why not? Now, the scripts are a massive turn-off for experienced PvP players, and anyone who knows what it's like to play against these scripts knows that it's really a case that if you can't beat them, join them. The entire top of the ladder, I'm not going to say everyone, but a good chunk of the top of the ladder will be abusing scripts, and that's just not fun. Ultimately, to be competitive at a very high level right now, scripts are almost a mandatory experience, and that's not even the player's fault, that's something that Blizzard should just be handling. Now, it's not something that should even be a discussion point. This is literally just abusing the game, and it should be removed. Removing this might bring some of the veteran PvPers out of the woodworks to come back to a relatively even playing field. Maybe. The third issue for me right now is that if you're not an already established member of a PvP community with the accolades to back it up, finding a partner or partners to join in arenas is actually near impossible. That mixed with the snowball effect of Wrath of Lich King PvP gearing, which is, to give an example, a new player joining the game right now would be able to get a full set of Furious with some Wrathful and Relentless offset pieces, would be fighting against someone with a full set of Relentless, a tier above, and some Wrathful pieces already. They would be at such a gear disadvantage that most players would just quit before they even get very far at all. Now, the difference is quite large, and mixed with the addition of Valanir and soon Shadowmourne, I think there are way too many hurdles for new players to find their way into PvP. So, I don't want this video to be about moaning, I have solutions. I think the Wintergrass bug was a blessing in disguise. I know players who were in the guild who have never PvP'd that farmed Wintergrass for a full set of PvP gear because it was low effort to attain the set. And in doing so, that gap between full PvE gear and competitive in PvP isn't as large as might be imagined. So I think events that increase Honor Earn on top of the Call to Arms weekend events could be a great way to convince people to jump in and get some gear, especially since the content outside of raids is already non-existent. So we've given people a way to get into PvP as a general. They've got some gear and they're now ready. Now we need every content creator, or the few of them that actually exist for high Wrath PvP, from discouraging people from PvPing because it's a shambles at the high end. Fix the scripts and that allows high level PvP to commence. High level PvP encourages low level PvP, and I'm not talking about level in game, I'm talking about skill level. Look at the Mock Garage tournament hosted by WotLK. Imagine how many Warlocks were born on the back of Snuts' win to be destined for BGs, or Sony, or Hydra. I guarantee there's been an influx of players creating characters on Classic Era that are purely planning on PvP with them, inspired by their favourite content creators. Having their content creators, or no content creators because it's in such a bad way, really discourages people from getting excited. I love PvP. I'd love to be one of those content creators, but for me personally, just even trying to get into PvP right now just isn't worth it. Finally then, the issue of finding players to actually play with. I believe this can be solved by combining two things. Firstly, a much better looking for partner board. Wherever that may exist, it should show your current rating, your highest rating achieved this season and expansion, current item level. Let's be transparent rather than having to lie or use a fake achievement add-on about being 2400 that one time to get invited, only to get kicked because you made one mistake. Secondly then, solo shuffle. Now this is going to be a controversial one, but stick with me. It was a wildly good implementation into Dragonflight, although it has been mismanaged. I believe it would work extremely well in Cataclysm, and private servers already have solo queue arenas. I think Blizzard worked with us and kind of, they met us in the middle. I can't think of the word, but they met us in the middle to provide solo shuffle instead of solo queue. And I think adding it into Cata would give so many people reason to queue for PvP rather than just raid log. It gives another form of content for their game. I'm also an advocate that legendary shouldn't be brought into arenas, full stop. Bring them into BGs and pump, of course. That's where people go to just have fun, chill out, relax, and, grind some noobs. But they shouldn't be allowed into arenas. They influence the meta way too much, and if you aren't able to get one because, other people in your guild are being prioritized or things like that, it really does kill kind of the mid to top of the leaderboard in arenas. And as someone who will be getting Taragosa in Cataclysm, I know the amount of spell cleaves that will be birthed on double Taragosa comps, and it's just crazy. It's just not fun, and it shouldn't be something that influences it. What do you guys think? Would these changes get you into PvP? Is it just not for you? Do you see more changes needed? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. Catch you later. Bye.